First, Martin, I just want to know your reaction to the news of what happened to the childhood home last night.
Well, I was certainly surprised, um, and you know, not disappointed, fortunately, because a citizen engaged and was able to avert what could have been a major catastrophe. Um, the King birth home is where my father and my uncle and aunt and my grandparents and great grandmother and great grandfather all lived at one time at one point. And in fact, I often visited, or from time to time visited as a child when my uncle and his family lived in the home. Um, and as well, I should say, our daughter, my wife and I's daughter, Yolanda Renee King, who's 15 years old, has gone there over the years and taken other children through tours of the birth home. And so I'm just so grateful and thankful that a citizen or a number of actually a few citizens were there to see this potential catastrophe occur and were able to stop it.
What does that home mean to you and your family?
Well, number one, as I say, being the birth home of Martin Luther King Jr., Christine Ferris King, and A.D. King, uh, being the home where I visited as a child, and over the years I also have taken people through there on tours, just as our daughter has done that. So it means a lot to us personally, but it also is on the national registry. It's a national, it's almost like a national treasure. People from all over the world come to that home and walk through there and see the history that came from that home. And so again, you cannot be but so thankful that a citizen happened to see someone who clearly must be deranged, who was pouring gasoline on the home and getting ready to create a major catastrophe. I'm just so grateful and thankful that that was averted.
Yeah, that would have been a devastating loss for not only your family, but to your point, the Atlanta community and the country, as it is a national park.
Absolutely. As I say, in relationship to Atlanta, there are people who come here from all over the world every day. In fact, I assume those individuals who stopped it happened to be there at the home at that particular time or walking by and happened to see and to avert a catastrophe, which would have been a major catastrophe. So so thankful to God, but certainly thankful to those individuals who stepped up and stepped in. It's an act of humanity, and I would hope that we as a human species, whenever any of us, any home that we see someone attempting to do devastation to, that maybe citizens would engage.
What's one of your favorite memories in that home?
As I said, as a kid, I remember going to visit and play with my cousins. And so actually staying there. But in addition to that, there are countless number of organizations and groups and individuals that I personally have taken through the tour along, taking, yes, to the home and done a tour with the Park Service. So I appreciate that opportunity to sometimes personally go and take individuals through that home.
What would you say? There's a chance that we talk with some of the folks tonight who stopped the woman from what police say she was about to do or was planning to do. What would you say to them if you had a chance to speak with them?
Well, I would firstly thank you for what you did. It means personally, I want to say thank you. It means much to me, to my family, to our daughter, the only grandchild of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. And it means so much to the nation that you chose to engage and avert what could have been a major catastrophe. Thank you for what you did. We're eternally grateful.
And I wish we're sitting outside the home right now. I wish you could see the crowds of people that have been coming by just to take a look at it, pay their respects, I'm sure. So thank you for taking the time to chat with us. Obviously, like you said, this is definitely a treasure here in the city and in the country.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And also, just so great to meet you. I appreciate it.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Have a
Same
good
here. Have a
one.
wonderful holiday. Yeah, thank you.